Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft 1.13 Vanilla Survival. And today, while it's episode 2 to you guys, this is like episode 3 to me. And that is because last episode was a failure. In the sense that I went to do a couple things and I was not happy with the result. The thing I was mostly not happy with was this right here, which this used to be a whole building, but I just did not like how it ended up, and I decided to scrap the episode, because if I am not willing to watch it, then it's not going up. It has to be good quality content, which I hope this episode will be. I guess if you're watching it, you know it is. But you may notice that the pickaxe that we got last episode is now gone, and that is because what I did in the beginning of the episode was that I went down here, and where you might remember the mob spawner being is instead a mob grinder. Now it's probably one of the most inefficient ones possibly that could exist, but I got from level 15 to level 30 in maybe like 15 minutes. And here we go again. But what I want to do, and I actually prepared the episode for, I may as well kill these guys. Wow, they're loud. I'm gonna have to turn this down for you guys when I edit, but that's fine. There we go. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna go up, and we are going to look at the loot that I got, because what I did was that I enchanted the diamond pickaxe to try to get Fortune 3. Sadly didn't, got Efficiency 4, and in between episodes since then, I mined using it all, and this is what we got right here. So I still have some smelting to do, as you can see, but what we are going to do is actually make 2 diamond pickaxes, because there is already, what's it called? There is already one enchant that I know we're going to get on our first one, and it's Silk Touch. So if we can get a Silk Touch and a Fortune, that would be amazing. I need Lapis, forgot about that. Here we go. And Silk Touch, what's it going to be? Just Silk Touch, okay. And this one is on Breaking 3. Ooh. I think I'm gonna go for it. That's pretty good. Actually, that's amazing. I think later this episode we're gonna combine these two and make a super Silk Touch pick. That is really good. Okay. But going to what we're gonna be doing today is that this island I'm standing on right now, I have been thinking about, and I want there to be some lore behind this place. And what I'm thinking is that this island right here should be like an abandoned, old-looking, very overgrown island. And right where this enchantment table is, and I guess also where this is, I might move it back a bit. We are going to have a witch's hut, because we already have the abandoned mine right here, which we gotta work more on the interior and a bit of terraforming, but we need some more things on this island, so I'm thinking that. Also, you may have noticed this giant spruce tree, and that is because I needed some logs, so I chopped that. So I keep chopping this down. And also, something really nice about 1.13 is that you can get renewable podzol by growing these things. So real quick, before we get working on the witch's hut, I want to make that anvil so that we can get this super pick. And I just happen to have a lot of iron already smelted. So there we go. And customization, craft and place an anvil. Nice. So I don't really have a name for this pick yet. If you have any ideas for a name, put them down in the description. But let's see here, level 8, level 10. Okay, we're gonna go with this. And now we have a super pickaxe. I also want to quickly think we're also going to make a shovel and an axe real quick. So I'm gonna need some more. So I made a diamond shovel and a diamond axe, and we are going to quickly enchant these. Now, if there's fortune for either of these, then I'm gonna do a pickaxe instead. Unbreaking. Okay, I'm pretty sure that all tools stay the same. Unbreaking, just unbreaking. Ugh. And okay, that's a pretty good shovel, honestly. And I guess we'll just keep the axe for now. So what I did between cuts is because I don't want the same thing to happen to this episode as what happened last episode, where I built something and then it just ended up looking awful. What we are going to be doing instead is that we are going to be going to a creative world, and I'm going to show you guys the basically final product, and then we're going to build it in single player. Well, I guess it is single player. Then we're going to build it in survival. So here's my test world. It's kind of bare right now, but we are going to make it unbare. And this is the build that we are going to be doing today. It's going to be slightly different than vanilla, but basically, what is this? Spruce. Okay, good. I don't think I ended up... No, I didn't. Okay, good. But anyway, that was the thing I thought of. So this is going to be a witch's hut, and it has some nice stripped logs, stripped oak wood, some nice variation of stone for the base, and yeah, it has windows. I love these new spruce trap doors that we're going to be using this episode. A nice little bookcase place, and over here we have the enchantment table, which is going to be the main piece. We have a nice bed over here, and then also up here, now we can't do this today, but when we get a jungle and some parrots, I want to put a parrot up here, because we don't really have any owls or toads or anything a witch would have. I mean, I guess we could get a slime. How's that sound? Maybe both. You guys tell me. But I like the idea of just having one of those guys sitting up there. Some flower pots, a crate of netherwort, tons of stuff. And I thought this would look really cool. So we are going to be building this in survival. I'm just getting some blocks here, and I really need to work on a storage system soon, because this chest is full right here. This one's almost full, and this one was just full before I started emptying out of stuff that we're going to be using for the build. Some diorite. I have to have more andesite. Yeah, I do. Okay. Some stone. Tons of stuff. Gravel. Polished andesite. Everything. So you've got to start every build with a floor plan. So that's what we're going to do here. And we're going to start with the front. So I think it's going to be like this. No. Let's actually make the door 3 wide. So we're going to do something like this. And then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Cover this like that. We might do some terraforming there, so I'm not sure if that'll stay or not. And then I believe we go here, and then that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then we go this way to right here. Okay. And then right in the middle here, we have some of this. I think we're gonna have to mine that spruce tree down because we are already running out. And I've barely even done anything. So 3. This is. I think that some of these are going to be 4 tall, but I could be wrong. And before I go ahead and mine the rest, let's get our cobble out, because that is going to be the base for our base, I guess. It's gonna be the base block. Also, let's eat. Here we go. And that looks good. Okay. So the main wall right here is going to be mostly oak. So I'm going to also place this down. But what we're going to have to do is that if I'm to do something like this, which I believe it's going to have to be 3 tall. Yeah. I'm trying to think here. Is it 3 tall? Yes. Yes, it is. Okay. So yeah, it is because we have to have a window there just to make it look pretty nice. And then I'm going to just randomly choose some locations, maybe turn that log like that. Can I? It would be nice if I could change that to be here. So let's get some dirt. And there we go. And then we can strip it. And that looks good for that face. And I am just going to go ahead and do that exact same thing with all the other sides, going 3 high and then randomly put in some logs. I'm just going to pick up all this excess. So something I'm noticing here that I forgot about is that some of these, specifically these 2 right here and a few that I did over there, they actually show their bottom. So we're going to have to take those out. And the way that you get the stripped variants of the bark block ones is by stripping those. Something I wish I could do is that I wish I could take 4 of these and then strip them, because you can turn these into planks, so you can do crafting recipes with these. So we should also be able to do that, but I might add that as a recipe later, but that's how we're going to be doing things. So I've got all the walls and supports in place. Now real quick, we're going to do the front. I'm actually going to use that as well. Just like that. And then we're also going to be making a spruce door. So just like this. And that can go there. And then for the floor, right here. Now, let's see here. I know for a fact that, so if the enchantment table's there, this, all right here, I believe, might actually turn that to stone. But we're going to do something like this for the enchantment table. And then we're going to, that is wrong. We are going to be doing something like this. And then I think we're going to do that. Yeah. And then the enchantment table can go here and level 30. Cool. Okay, and then the rest of the floor, we're going to be using stone and stone-like materials. Now the majority of it I want to be stone. So, I'm just going to spam it, sort of. And let's cut that off, cut that, and that. And then we're going to take some andesite and help to fill in some of those holes. We're also going to take, that was polished andesite, now we're going to take normal andesite, which I hope they change the texture of that soon. I hope Joppa does, because as I'm pretty sure I said in the first episode, we are using the new 1.13 textures. I think I'm also going to go ahead and just add, it's not a good place for it. Here we go. I think we're also just going to go ahead and add some mossy cobble in here, just to give it a little bit of color. Let's also put one over here, and then maybe like a bit of gravel where the andesite is, because the andesite does not mix in very well. I think the gravel does a better job at it. And might just turn this to stone. Same with over here. I do not actually like this at all. And this one too. Cool. And some gravel. Gravel. It's kind of sad that andesite is now how it is, because it used to be my favorite block. Isn't anymore, but it used to be. Okay, and now the next thing that we are going to be doing is just crossing it. Actually, I think on the corners we're going to have to do something like this. But for the beams in the center of the cross, we're not going to do anything different. So something just like this. Cool. We're also going to go ahead and do a cross beam just like that, and then one that goes this way. Cool. So those are going to be the cross beams, and then the hardest part of all of it, probably, maybe a little bit, is going to be the roof. That's what's going to tie everything together, because right now it's just a cube. So we gotta clear some trees, and yeah, also that needs to be changed. So while all those leaves decay, we are going to take some fences, and while we don't have enough here, I'm just going to place what we have, just like that, and believe the fence recipe is like this. Yes, okay. And something like that. Cool. And then we're also going to take some spruce slabs, and these are pretty much going to be the only spruce slabs used in this entire build. Even though I have tons of them from the last build, because for whatever reason, I thought at the time that making a roof completely out of slabs would be a good idea. It did not work out. So just like that. And that's going to be our entrance. We might just lower one, because something that I want to do, yeah, let's also lower that. Because something I want to try to do here is to sort of make it look like everything's collapsing. I don't actually like that there. Maybe one higher. And then that's a problem. Let's put 2. No, I don't like that at all. Let's just not mess with it. Let's put it back where it was. But yeah, I want to make this whole place look sort of collapsed. I'm not sure how well I can convey that into a build, though. That piece helps a little bit. Maybe, like, not sure, but maybe if I was to put that there, maybe if it was a bark block instead. So something just like this. That could work if I just turned all of these into bark blocks. And then now this could work better with dark oak there, but that could maybe work. I'm not sure. We'll leave it there for now. Okay, and then we also have this bit here before we work on the roof to do. So let's take some of these and just cut out a bit of random bark, well, stripped bark block. Okay, so I'm gonna quickly empty out a bit of stuff, and actually even before we do that, so I can get rid of all the stone variants, let's go ahead and do this. Andesite, I actually want that. You know what, the andesite does not, like, it works here. And so let's add a little bit of mossy and stuff like that. Cool. Then we're gonna do some over here. You get the picture. So I got rid of all these stone variants, just so that we would have enough room here. And I still don't think that we're going to have enough spruce to be able to make the entire roof, so I'm going to also make another spruce tree over there, and that will grow while I start working on this. But what I'm going to do is that I'm actually going to be taking off the left and right top beams from the front. So if you're looking at the front, that's what you will see. And just something like that. Why are these still here? Probably has something to do with this. If I like just attach them, could work better. Okay, anyway. Also that has to go. And we are going to just do something like this. And it's also going to go off the edge here and here. Now here, I would normally do something just like this, but because of the other roof, we're just not going to bother there. And let's also go up. Cool. And then right here is going to be this. Nope. There we go. And then it's just going to do something like this. And then right in the middle, we are going to be putting a slab, and then we're going to be putting another slab, and then, I forgot. Oh no, never mind, I did not. And then we are going to do the same thing on the other side and on that side. So I didn't end up having enough stairs or spruce, and that's still growing. But I don't have enough time for tonight, so I am going to cut back to tomorrow morning when I finish this. In my time, it'll be a second for you guys. But yeah, this is looking pretty cool. Tomorrow for me, I am going to be working on interior and also terraforming around this area, because terraforming can make or break a build, if you ask me. Because otherwise, if this was just a flat world and you just had this build like you had it in the test world, it's sort of just like 90-degree angle. But if instead you were to add some grass, pretend this is grass, and you had some ferns, maybe you have some bushes instead of grass, you could even have a rock there, it all just blends in, you have custom trees around, and everything just works. And that's what I want this build to do. Let's actually get all of this up. And yeah, we're also going to need some glass. And we're back on. It's just a second for you, as I said, but I have done a bit of work. I don't exactly know how different this is from yesterday, but it's different to me. So I made some black stained glass and some gray, just to make like a little bit of a... let's actually make that... Nope. We're making that black. Right there. And then over here we can make that gray, and then black over there. And that's going to be it for the windows. Then I also want... So, actually this morning, when I got on, a creeper snuck up from like over here and blew this area up. So I had to redo it. So let's put some torches here with some andesite. So just like this. Yeah. So we're just going to do this old trick from a long time ago, when I and friends were at it, I guess. And yeah, so let's see here. Also, most likely a witch would have a few pumpkins around. So let's just put that there. And because we can have another one here. And what's cool is that right now they have no face, but if we do this, then it turns into a carved pumpkin instead of just a pumpkin. It also gives us some seeds, which is pretty nice. Let's also make that. Yeah, I don't think we can... It would be interesting if we could do multiple sides, but we can't. Okay. Also, we're going to be making some shelves over here for some bookshelves. So, and this looks good. I think I'm going to cover that a little bit. So something just like that, and then we, I guess we can just put another bookshelf there. I'm not sure. What if we were to, no. What if I put it up there? There we go. And then let's also cover that up. No. Let's not cover that up. This is pretty much how I interior decorate. I just play around until I think it looks good. And I don't like that. I don't mind that. And that will be good for now. And then also, I want to make a little surrounding thing for the bed. And then we are going to be moving these around. So one there, and I don't really know if another one fits, so let's just replace this with that. That is actually a very good flooring. Might use that sometime. Anyway, is it turning night? Is that sunset or sunrise? I'm not sure. I think it's sunrise? I don't know. Anyway, this actually looks like nighttime. Yeah, it's getting dark. Is it? Okay, now I know that direction is west, because the sun is setting. And here we go. Okay. So let's also get a chest over here, and later I'm going to put all the lapis in here. And then finally, I made some bricks so that we can have some flower pots around. So we can put one up there, one here, maybe even one up I don't like that lined up. How about right there? Okay. And now I'm gonna need some flowers. So let's get that yellow one. I wish that we could put the big flowers in, but that's not the thing. Okay, so I got some flowers. I'm pretty sure mushrooms can go in here, right? Yeah. Okay, let's also put that there, and we can have that there. Cool. Okay, so I think that's gonna be it for the interior. I should probably put the coal back here to empty out my inventory. And real quick, I am going to get some leaves so that we can do some terraforming and exterior design stuff. So now that we have the leaves, let's get working at this. So I'm actually going to remove all these flowers here because we are going to be taking all our dirt and stuff like that. I'm actually going to take half of the gravel and half the dirt and make a stack of coarse dirt. There we go. That way we can have some actual dirt mixed in with all of this. I want some grass as well, though. So it's not all going to just be that. So let's just do something like this. And we're going to be doing this throughout the entire island. Because... Okay, good idea, puzzle. Because I want this place, I'm pretty sure I said this yesterday, I want this place to look like it has been abandoned and it's overgrown, which is why I want to keep some of this grass. So let's actually grab some of this, replace it like that, and then I have a full inventory. We don't need the pumpkin seeds. Cool. Okay. And I'm just gonna do this around the house. Sorta like this. Cut out some of that. Then we're gonna raise it. Yeah. So we're almost done here, and what we're going to do now is take some stone buttons and just put them around here as rocks. Don't have that many right now, but I can make more. Just like this. And yeah, we're just going to put some rocks around as a small detail. Some of there. Might be a bit too many actually. That's too straight as well. I also quickly made a big rock right here. I don't like that. And yeah, what we're going to be doing right now is we're actually going to be taking all our bushes and we are going to be making some foliage around here. That is not oak. Okay, and then we're also going to put some in the ground so we can do something like this. I do not like how that is that. Okay, and I'm just gonna go ahead and do tons of this. So I think this is looking much better now. In a few episodes from now, probably, or between camera, I don't know, I'll be adding custom trees on this island, taking all these naturally spawned trees. And yeah, but real quick, before I end off the episode, because I am running out of time, and I have no idea how long this episode is at this point, because we've done quite a bit, I'm actually going to take some of this out. Not that one, apparently. Okay. And we are going to make it so that some leaves are actually growing up here. So that is good. Put some on the edge. Cool. And then just something like that. Maybe some, is that flat? No, it isn't. But we can put some along this. Can I? That'll work. Just to make it, just to make the house look sort of grown. I do not like this right here. Everything else is fine, except I'd like it a bit more in to the actual, like, level of this. Just like that. And can I put one there? Why not? Cool. So this is how it looks so far. Just like this. Let's take this down. And I think this thing looks pretty cool. I don't like that. I'm gonna have to go up there and fix that, because I think I was gonna put leaves there, but from down here it doesn't even look like leaves should be on the edge. Cool. Something I would like to do sometime is once we get dark oak, I'd like to make the trim of the roof, so like the out of that, so that just the inside spruce. I'd also like to replace that with dark oak slabs. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with this design. I'm gonna have to empty out my entire inventory now, because it's just a mess. And I will see you guys in the next episode.